Hi guys, Vanessa Horn here. I was finally able to get a connection. We are up in the mountains in North Carolina and my family just booked, my husband booked a getaway, a unexpected getaway, and so I was having a little bit of difficulty being able to get on here to do this Facebook Live today, but I'm so excited to be here and talk to you about income stream number 11. Hey Veronica, hey Lily, hey guys, about membership sites, and this is our 12 days of income. My name is Vanessa Horn. I'm a business coach and MBA to purpose-driven entrepreneurs, those of us who are driven to make a difference in the world, and it's my objective as your trusted advisor and sales and marketing expert to support you in getting paid handsomely to make a big difference. Most of you are doing extraordinary work and most of you are not getting paid the amount that reflects how much you're putting into your business. And so I'm one of these people who is deeply heart-centered, but I'm also extremely strategic about business to do it in such a way that you actually make money from it. So I'm here to support you fellow heart-centered entrepreneurs who love helping people, who love making a difference, that by being strategic and by being smart, a workman is worthy of his wages, okay? And so I'm going to be talking to you about the membership sites today as a income stream. And membership sites are hot right now. Membership sites are touted everywhere. Membership sites are really promoted because there was a really big launch about 18 months ago where Stu McLaren, one of my peers in the industry, really brought to the forefront this power of membership sites. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the fact that a membership site is not the right fit for everyone right away. There's a key timing in your business. This is just for my recommendation that, hey Jeff, that you don't launch a membership site right away if you are in the early stages of your business. As you guys know, what I diagnose with business owners is most of the time you're doing the right things, you're just doing them in the wrong order in your business. I'm really big about streamlining, about having every single thing that you do to layer upon the efforts that you do instead of it being a new initiative, that you have only one key marketing funnel and it fills all of your income streams. Like, that's my key objective, and it's why I focus so much on clients having a core program or a core message or a core idea that they stand for. And then it's more easy to fill all your income streams based on that. Now, what happens is a lot of new business owners will say, oh, a membership site, that sounds awesome, I'll start a new membership site. But if you've been around my business coaching at all, you know that as I look at what business owners are earning, and I'm in high-level masterminds, and I have a high-level mastermind of my own, and most businesses are owning 80% of their revenue is typically coming from their higher end offers. And so although you'll see people with lower end membership sites, it takes a significant amount of effort to fill a low end program versus getting a few high end clients. So if you don't yet have a baseline income predictably coming from one of your other income streams, I would say a membership site is not the right fit for you, because let's just break down the numbers. And unfortunately today I'm not going to be able to break down, like, I'm waiting until we get through all 12 income streams to show you and model this out. Like, I'm a geek, right? I'm a financial geek. My corporate career was a financial analyst. I have an MBA, so finance, all that kind of stuff in running a business is important to me. And so I'm going to actually be modeling out, when you have multiple income streams, how do you make the income streams work for you? And I'm going to model out a couple of revenue models so you can see, if you have multiple income streams, what you need to be focusing your energy on. And when I model out membership sites, everyone thinks, oh, I'll put in 100 members or 1,000 members, or that'll be easy. Well, no, unless you give it real marketing initiative, real marketing effort, you're not going to easily fill a membership site. So I typically don't recommend to my clients to create a membership site until they have a substantial following. And by substantial following, I'm saying you have like 10,000 people on your email list. And then introduce your membership site. So as a matter of fact, right now, we probably have, our email list is up to nearly 20,000, and our social media platforms is over 20,000. So a 40,000 plus following, and I'm only now entertaining a membership site. Only now. Only now, because a membership site may be a pool of people who are paying monthly, and then from there they can be upsold into my other programs. But now I am entering phase 3 in my business, in what I recommend clients to do in a multi-phase rollout of multiple income streams. So phase 1 is where I tell you to focus on your high-end programs. Phase 2 is where you'll introduce like other you can do that without even having to have a website or a ton of social media or video and all that. You just have a core converting funnel for you. And then I layer as phase 1B, where you actually lead with freebie gifts that get to your converting funnel. Phase 2 is where I say sell straight off of webinars into a lower end price program. So phase 1 is off of strategy sessions. Phase 2 is where you're selling straight off of a webinar. And phase 3 is where I recommend you introduce a membership site. They are fabulous. I did a Facebook Live on here about network marketing income, and the reason why I love network marketing income is because it's residual. It's residual, right? It's coming in month after month after month. And membership sites are smart for that reason, because you're getting residual income coming in month after month after month. Now, you have to forecast in your numbers that roughly 30% are needing to renew. So when you're doing your numbers and you say, well, I just need to get 100 people in there. Well, 100 people may be with you for 90 days, but then about 30% of them are going to drop off after 90 days. So now you're down to 70. How are you going to fill those 30 that dropped off? So you constantly need to be thinking about that. And when I do the modeling out of the business models, I will show you what that looks like. But if you're not yet at an income stream where you're getting paid predictably to at least cover your baseline income needs for your business and for you personally, do not do a membership site as your first revenue stream. Do it as phase 3 revenue stream. So phase 1 high end, phase 2 low end, phase 3 membership site. Now, when I roll out my membership site, it'll look like this. It'll be really, really seeding. I don't want to sabotage my higher end programs, and neither do you. So I will not have the same curriculum that's in a membership site going into my, being the same thing that's in my higher level programs, because I don't want to sabotage it. However, it will be a seeding ground for people who want to take it deeper to then be able to up level into my other courses. Because right now my least expensive course is a $2,000 program. So membership site is a great way for people to get a taste of my work and then upsell. So that would be the same way I would be thinking about your stuff, right? But I can't tell you how many entrepreneurs I talk to, and I'm like, okay, and they're like, I have a membership site. And I'm like, awesome. And I go, what else do you have? And they're like, well, that's what I'm putting most of my efforts in. I'm like, okay, how much is it? And they're usually like less than $97 a month. And I'm like, okay, and how many people are in it? And so what ends up happening is they're putting a ton of effort, a ton of energy into a low-end program with a few people in it, and they're therefore sabotaging their time from being invested into more lucrative offers. That's why I say start with your lucrative offers to start, and do your membership site in phase 3. Now, let's talk about one of the other questions I get a lot about membership sites, which is the technology to pull it off. The technology, you can really host it in a number of places. It's against Facebook rules for you to have exclusively a Facebook group that you are making money off of, unless you have something else. So one of the things that I have loved and recommend to my clients too is a company called 22 Social. I'll put the link into the chat here, where you can keep within Facebook, and it's auto charging, but if they have a limitation right now where it'll only charge their PayPal. And then it allows you to easily boot the people out who aren't current, because that's one of the logistical needs that you'll have. Like, that's why I say start high-end first, because every single offer that you have, you need to have client support. You need to have a tech person who's available, somebody who's going to help when clients have trouble with their payment, or they have to cancel, or they can't get access to something. Like, that is an expense and energy requirement for your company. So that's why I say don't start with that unless you have really high-end and lucrative offers to start. Then you can repurpose someone's time on your team to be allocated to that lower end program. And so from a technological perspective, I do like 22 Social because it keeps it all on Facebook, and it allows it to be easy to boot people out if they haven't paid, or it allows it easy to collect the payment and keep all of the content related to your membership site there. Now, there are some other platforms. We are currently moving off of WordPress for our membership materials, and there's some other programs that I have tested and liked, and so you can keep stuff, for instance, in Teachable or in Kajabi or some of these other platforms where you can house the content, or even ClickFunnels. We do use ClickFunnels quite a bit in my company. And so there are those technological needs. But now let's talk about the third thing about membership sites, which is how are you going to structure it? What's included? What's not included? It's one of my philosophies that people don't need more information. It's just one of my philosophies. Like, information is a dime a dozen, and unfortunately people have so many courses and so many things that are sitting on the shelf that is not changing their lives. Why am I doing these Facebook Lives on the 12 days of income and giving away so much? Because my aim is, I'll give you all this information for free. My aim is, if you need help implementing it, that you work with me in my programs, in my paid programs, right? And so if I roll out a membership site, it's not going to be an information-based membership site. It's going to be about implementation. It's going to be about direct transformation, about people getting support and making it applicable to their life and business, because otherwise you end up competing with everybody else who just has more information. I can't tell you how many membership programs I've been a part of that's just information, and I never actually go in there and consume the content and apply it. So I'm canceling out of those. I'm hardly ever in them for more than 3 months. The ones I stay in that are membership sites ongoingly are the ones that I get value from, that maybe it's a high-level mentor that I can't get access to, but via their membership program at a lower price point, and I can ask some questions. Totally worth it. So maybe I pay $97 a month, or even up to, I have some programs I pay up to $400 a month on a membership. I don't do it for the information programs. No, I'm a busy entrepreneur with a business and a family. The programs that are membership sites that I consume are the ones where I actually get to ask a question of the mentor, or the mentor's helping me to walk through and implement stuff. So think about when you're rolling out your stuff, don't just be another information-based membership program, but what's the distinction about your program? What makes you different? What makes your what's the value in them being a part of it? Now, make sure you don't sabotage your other offers, right? But you give people a taste at an affordable price point for something that parlays into your higher end offers. But there's no sense in having the lower end program if you don't have your higher end offers in place to start. So that's why I say start there first, and in phase 3 introduce your membership site. All right, guys. It's chilly out here. It's chilly. The connection in my hotel room didn't work, so I had to come out here. But those are my 3 quick tips about membership programs. Number 1, do it in phase 3 of your business, after you have your higher end offers created so you can upsell into them. Number 2, I gave you some technological recommendations. And number 3, I shared to make it based on something that's not just information based, but there's a real value so that you can sustain your clients longer than the 3-month period, right? And I'll be introducing, my team doesn't even know this, but in the coming year, I'm going to be introducing a membership site, because I'm going to be finishing up my book. I'll have what she's having. And so it's about the inner work. And so I'll be supporting clients around the inner work of being an entrepreneur, so it doesn't sabotage my other higher level programs, which is all about the tactics of building entrepreneurship, about building your business. But because I've learned so much about teaching entrepreneurs all the how-tos is never enough, It's how you're being in the world. It's your confidence. It's your owning your value. It's about you thinking about your work strategically while also honoring who you are, about boundaries, about willingness to have the difficult conversations, about really making sure you're building something that's what you really want to be creating in the world. What do you do when you doubt yourself? What do you do when you are questioning if you're on the right path? What do you do when somebody betrays you? What do you do when you betray yourself? These are all the things that I'll be sharing in that inner work membership that I'll be creating around how to become the person you want to be based on loving who you are. So that's coming up, and if it's of interest to you, let me know, because I'm kind of just gauging it right now. I'm super strategic about keeping my offers minimal because I love working smarter, not harder. But if this is of interest to you, just ping me a message privately and say, you know what, I would be interested in that, and that would be a way to have these conversations, an inner circle sort of membership for that inner work about being an entrepreneur. Not to sabotage my higher end programs, which are all about the tactics and strategy of building a successful business online. All right, guys, so I'm going to get out of this cold. I hope you have a blessed day, and let me know what was the value you got out of today's Facebook Live about membership sites. And if you're thinking about one, or if you already have one, type into the messaging what questions you have. I'll be happy to go back and read the questions that you have and give you my recommendations. Again, I'm here to support you as a trusted business advisor in working smarter, not harder in your business. And if you have an idea that you're tossing around about a membership site, I'm happy to give you some feedback on it. But we will be, I'm doing my 12th day of income on January 3rd, actually. It's about virtual workshops. It's about creating that core program or idea. So be watching for that. That's my absolute favorite income stream that I believe, anyone who's smart should consider doing it. If you want to launch something new, create something new, it's smart for that. Or if you want to use it as a service delivery. And so I'll be doing that January 3rd. But in the meantime, somewhere along the line here, I'm going to do the modeling, the financial modeling, so you know what your revenue model can look like, and showing you how these 12 income streams can play together. You don't have to have all of them. Definitely don't have all of them. But know which core ones are going to pay your bills. Know which core ones are going to pay your bills and how many clients you need and where those clients are coming from to build out your revenue model. So I'll flush out some examples of that, of how I've worked with my clients to help create those for them, and hopefully that'll be a benefit to you, because I know a lot of business coaches don't talk about that. They don't actually break down the numbers for you. Where's the profit? Like, yeah, you might be bringing in 100K in revenue, but how much do you keep? Those kinds of questions I'll be talking coming up. But we will share our 12th income stream January 3rd. So be sure to register at webinarwithvanessa.com, webinarwithvanessa.com. That one has a lot more intricacy in what I'm sharing. And so I will be conducting it via a webinar, webinarwithvanessa.com. So lots of love, you guys. Be blessed. Have an awesome Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year. Beijos.